Amba mutaya.
Endejeri jenje kumuvubo mtuge chenge mango.
Amba mutaya.
Endejeri jenje kumuvubo mtuge chazikura.
Amba mutaya.
Endejeri jenje kumuvubo mtuge chenge mango.
Amba mutaya.
Ode ulegende.
Oe. Amba mutaya.
Ode ulegende.
Oe. Amba mutaya.
The Bokoso are from the Bantu-speaking group, and it's one of the sub-tribes which constitutes the Luhya community. They are mostly found in western part of Kenya, Bungoma County to be precise, and some parts of Kakamega, Trans Nzoia and Busia counties. They are still holding some of their traditions, among them the traditional rite of passage from childhood to adulthood, traditional circumcision ceremony called Hokuingila, which when translated means to enter. When a male child feels that he is ready for the ceremony, he approaches his father, who prepares the required materials for the ceremony. These are a bull, traditional beer called busa, and a small house called likombe for the boy. The boy then gets the jingles chinyimba ready. They are played by the boy as people sing and dance for him during the entire process called hulanga, which means calling. He plays them calling relatives from near and far. During the process, those who are approached by the boy must give appreciation, and they must attend or must be present on the circumcision day. If, for instance, the boy avoids a relative, the relative feels bad and launches the complaint. The last person to be called is the paternal uncle. It should be noted that in this ethnic group, the uncle and aunt are very important persons in this occasion. Before he calls the uncle, a small pot is put outside the father's house, in which he pours in fried maize called kamahalange. The boy is then ordered to go to the river to fetch water in the company of two other boys. After drawing the water, he is not supposed to look backwards whatsoever. It's a mythical belief showing a sign of bravery. By looking behind, it sends some message of cowardice, and the boy might cry during the circumcision, which is considered a big shame to the family and the clan at large. The father pours the kamahalange into the pot, then the boy pours in water he brought from the stream. This process is called huchokela, which means pouring. That beer is specifically made for the circumciser, which they will drink while counseling the boy after circumcision.
Kumuikule, kukuo, kumuikale, kwa vile inamaanisha mlango ambaye umefungwa usiweke mkono. Mlango umefunguliwa utaingia. Inamaanisha nini? Usiende kwa mwanamke ambaye ameoleka, ndio mlango umefungwa. Tafuta msichana hata awe wa nani, utamuoa.
The boy is then ordered to take and play jingles around the neighborhood in a song called Sioyayo is sung. The next day, he pays a courtesy call to his uncle, who is usually the last person to be called. The uncle slaughters the bull in honor of his nephew. He then makes a necklace from a piece of the meat called luliki and puts onto the boy's neck, while uttering some warnings to him. In the evening, arrangements are made where the dancing process called huminya will take place. Another large beer pot called esachi is put in front of his father's house, where the brew is filled. The meaning of esachi is that the age mates of the father's boy called bakoki will open the beer with either money or something valuable. The circumcision agement of the father, in this case called Bamaina, takes the drinking straw called Luseke, sips the beer, after which he permits others to go ahead with the drinking. At around 9 to 10 p.m., the boy is fed to his satisfaction, taken to a small shrine called Namwima. The Namwima shrine is for pouring libations to the ancestors. A piece of meat, blood called kamasile, and beer are put into the shrine. All these are meant for the ancestors. The boy is then ordered to play the jingles, and the song Sioyayo is sung again. After this, the boy is left to play the jingles until when he will be ordered to go and sleep. While singing and dancing is going on outside, the drinking of brew from a sachi pot continues. The boy is only allowed to sleep up to 3 hours. At 3 a.m., the boy is woken up and taken to the river. As they proceed to the river, different songs are sung as he plays jingles. At the river, the boy's cousin does holonga. This is where mud is smeared onto the boy's body while he is totally naked. Then some mud is put on his head and between his eyes and along the nose. A particular type of grass called lusinyande is plucked and stuck onto the head. His sister carries his clothes and the jingles. She also undergoes some ritual of mud smearing onto the face, hands and legs. She is the one who will be preparing food for her brother. A few meters from the river, the Sioyayo song is sung, which continues until they arrive home, stopping the singing only a few meters from the house, but this time using different route. There is a mythical safe that it is not safe to use the same route, as a witch might have planted some charms which might harm the boy. Before the boy arrives home, his aunt comes running with a cooking stick in an attempt to slap him. At this particular point, the boy is expected to discourage such moves by blocking it. This is believed to portray courage. She then runs home to inform others that the boy is actually ready for circumcision. The father receives the boy, and he can actually be identified from the rest of the people as he is wrapped in a blanket. He then leads his son to a point where he is left to stand alone with hands akimbo. The circumciser cuts the boy. No eye blinking or shaking of the body should be exhibited. After circumcision is over, the man can't sit down until the father gives him a present in appreciation of his manhood. Other people also give him whatever presents they might have brought. After some time, the man is taken to his house Likombe, where he will stay there until he heals. While being taken to his house, he is taken around in a backward style until he goes in. This backward entry means that after healing, he will never go back to the Likombe again, marking the complete rite of passage from childhood to adulthood.